Right, so you've decided to make the move out to Denver, but you're not sure which neighborhood might be the best. Well, we are in Littleton, Colorado today, and we are going to identify 3 specific special neighborhoods that might be just right for you and your family when you make the move out to Colorado. Guys, I'm Tim, Kampmann Realtor for the Denver metro area, including Littleton, Castle Rock, Parker, all the amazing suburbs in and around the Denver metro area. If you are thinking of a move out here, make sure you hit me up at the information on the screen. I am a licensed broker here in the state of Colorado, so I can help you out with all your real estate needs. As much as I love showing you guys around town and identifying some great, amazing neighborhoods, I love helping people find their dream home here in the Denver metro area. So call, text, or email, and we will get you set up for success. All right, guys, so I am in Littleton. So this is on the south end of Denver. We're still in the metro area, and some unique things about Littleton. It's become a very, very popular spot over the last 10 to 15 years. We have a lot of people kind of moving out from the Denver area into the suburbs like Littleton, Lakewood, Arvada. But something that has made Littleton unique is the outdoor activities that are available here. People love the open space. People love trails and biking, hiking. We're going to show you around to a couple unique neighborhoods, including Kampmann Knolls, Ken Carl Valley, and some other things that are just unique to do around here that people who live here use on a daily basis. So let's go check out some of the neighborhoods. We'll give you some different price points, and we'll also tell you what you can expect when moving to Littleton. You guys, so first stop and tour through the neighborhoods of Littleton. We're going to check out Kampmann Knoll. So a lot of this neighborhood was built in the 80s and early 90s. Closer to one of the starter neighborhoods of Littleton. Littleton in the last few years has gotten very expensive, and there's some very unique and exclusive neighborhoods, one that we'll check out later, so stay tuned for that. But the neighborhood of Kampmann Knolls, prices are starting in that $600,000 range, going up to $800,000. You're going to find a big mix of different styles of homes in this area, so a lot of tri-levels, a lot of bi-levels, and a lot of ranches. You won't have quite as many traditional 2-story homes, but most of the homes here are going to be a lot of 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom houses. A great neighborhood for families. You got parks within walking distance, a lot of neighborhood schools that are not too far away. So Littleton is a very established community. There's not a lot of new construction in the particular areas of Littleton that we are exploring today, but with that becomes a lot of mature trees, a lot of established shopping centers and restaurants and things that have been here for years. Hey guys, so driving through the Kampmann Knolls neighborhood, something you'll notice is there's a little more uniqueness in the style of homes, a lot of different models, different layouts, different styles, a lot more ranches in this particular neighborhood than you'll see in some of the other areas around town. Mature landscaping. Like I said, most of this neighborhood was built in the 70s, 80s, and a lot of people moved in then and loved it so much that they stayed. So you will find homes that have a little bit older finishes. I would say about 40% of this neighborhood has been revamped, remodeled, things torn out, and the old finishes kind of rehabbed and brought up to current standards or more modern day things. So there is opportunity here if you want to get in and put your own spin on a home. If you want a project, but you want just a solid home in a solid neighborhood that's going to be a great place to live for many years to come, this could be the neighborhood for you. Of the neighborhoods here in the southwest Littleton area, like Kampmann Knolls, are not going to have an HOA. Some may have a voluntary HOA. Mainly it's like $20 a year, and they have one meeting, and they might get together and call code enforcement if there's one house that becomes a big problem. but for the most part, you're going to have a lot of freedom and latitude. There's not a lot of restrictiveness that you'll find in a lot of HOAs as far as like colors you can paint your house and different things you can do with your property. Nice, clean, and pretty uniform for the most part. Not every house is going to look the same, but you're not going to have like a weird outlier where it's a 4-story home next to a ranch that just is totally out of place. So very cool neighborhood. Okay, one other thing I forgot to mention, guys, lots out here are significantly larger than you'll find in some of the newer developments like Highlands Ranch and Parker and Castle Rock. Left a little bit more space between the homes, which is always nice. Always nice to have a little more breathing room from your neighbors. So, in a lot of the typical new subdivisions, you'll see lots that are like 1/10 of an acre. They're less than 10,000 square feet. They're 7,000 or 8,000, which if you don't want a yard, that's fine. You don't need a lot of yard maintenance. But a lot of people that are moving out to Colorado want a little bit more space. And so this neighborhood offers lots that are anywhere from, 0.15 acres to even a 1/4 acre lots. So you have a lot more room to just spread out, breathe, make room for those holiday decorations out front, and have some room for the dog to run around in the back. All right, I wanted to share one more cool place with you guys. We're at Clement Park. We got Clement Lake here. Kind of freezes over in the winter. No ice skating here though, be careful. But it does have a trail that runs all the way around the lake. Great place to come and decompress. Remember when I was working law enforcement, come out here and run around the lake a few times just to decompress, let the stress roll off of you. But a lot of other cool things around this park. You got a library, you got cool shopping centers right nearby, Barnes & Noble bookstore, and right across the street you got the Southwest Plaza Mall. It's one of the favorite frozen yogurt places, Nella's. Kids will love it. Check it out. All right, guys, so that bridge we just passed under, I remember that when it was being built here in Littleton. It kind of connects Southwest Plaza to a shopping center that really didn't have hardly any stores in it at the time. There was maybe 3 or 4 stores in this strip mall, and kind of one of those bridges to nowhere. It was like there was a surplus in the government budget that year, and they're like, hey, we need to spend $2 million. Where can we dump this? And they decided to build a bridge when a crosswalk could have sufficed. That's the government for you. So our next stop on the tours of Littleton, we're going to hit the neighborhood of Governor's Ranch. So this neighborhood is a little bit further north of the Columbine Knolls neighborhood that we were just at. Also, this one will come with its own HOA. So if an HOA is a deal breaker for you, Columbine Knolls might be better, but this neighborhood is a little bit more uniformed, and you will find a little bit more traditional feel, the traditional 2-story colonial style home versus kind of the mixed bag of different homes that we saw in the area of Columbine Knolls, where you got bi-levels, tri-levels, and a bunch of different things. So it also does come with its own community pool, has its own parks. Very nice community to get in here. Starting on the low end is about $600,000, and most of the homes are going to be between $700,000 and $800,000. another cool thing about the Governor's Ranch neighborhood is almost every offshoot of the main road ends up in a cul-de-sac. So if that traditional neighborhood cul-de-sac feel is what you're looking for, Governor's Ranch has it in droves. I know a lot of the communities might have 1 or 2 cul-de-sacs in them in the Littleton area, but Governor's Ranch is an exception to that, and the homes are very nice. Even though most of this neighborhood is built 90s and early 2000s, a lot of them have been updated to more recent modern finishes and standards. So if you're looking for a turnkey neighborhood, very nice, and you want to get into a great neighborhood under $1 million in the Littleton area, Governor's Ranch is an awesome option for you. Also, they have trails that run through the neighborhood. That's a little bit more unique to find in Littleton. In the newer subdivisions like Parker and Castle Rock, you'll see those trails running through almost every single neighborhood, but it was a little bit more unique when they developed the Governor's Ranch neighborhood. So be sure and check out some of those. Great place to walk the dog, just get out of the house for a while and enjoy maybe the Christmas lights. We're in December here shooting this, guys. It is a beautiful 65 degrees today, so another reason people are loving moving to Colorado. Hey guys, wanted to stop here and show you a quick spot to come check out when you're making your move to Littleton. This is where you go sledding when you are making the move out here. Now guys, this is where you go sledding when you live in Littleton. This is Sledding Hill Park. Now before, when I was a kid, me and my brothers used to come here, and you can see here behind me, huge, amazing sledding hill. There used to not be really any parking for this, so people would just park on the side of King Carl and block up traffic and kind of make it a big mess. There was like 5 spots available, but of course when you have a good spot like this, everybody and their mom is going to come here. So I remember coming up here with my brothers one time, we're sledding, and somebody came with an overinflated inner tube, and generally there's enough room here at the bottom that you'll stop before you get to that ravine at the bottom. They didn't stop. We're just flying. 2 people on this huge, big old black inner tube, old style. Like, I don't know how they even got an inner tube that big, but they were flying down there and ended up in the little ravine creek area. So if you're making the move to Littleton, mark this down, Sledding Hill Park. Got a huge parking lot down there at the bottom of the hill. Also, it's a great way to wear out your kids in the middle of winter. I know it's 70 and sunny today as we're filming this, but in a month, this place will be covered with snow and happy children. All right, as we leave Sledding Hill Park, we're headed to the King Carl Valley, King Carl Ranch, King Carl Valley. So also I wanted to point out, across the street from that Sledding Hill Park is another amazing neighborhood. We don't have quite time to tour that entire thing today, another video, but another cool thing to do summertime is they got a little frisbee golf course on that side just across the street from the Sledding Hill Park. So if you're not into regular golf, or you suck at regular golf like me, and frisbee golf is kind of a cool way to spend an afternoon, out as well. So King Carl Valley. So this is kind of going to be on the outskirts, on the southwest corner of Littleton. This is an area that's just inside the foothills. So we are it feels kind of like you're in a mountainous range, because there are some foothills surrounding you in this area of King Carl Valley, but that has made it very desirable and very exclusive. So homes back here, mainly built 90s, early 2000s, or higher price points. So getting into this neighborhood, you're looking at $900 on the low end, $800 maybe if you have a total fixer-upper, but most of the homes are going to be $1 million plus, and on the high end they're going to run to about $2 million. So you're probably in the 1.2 to 1.5 for your median home price out here. guys, another reason people just love the King Carl Ranch Valley area is you have that open mountain feel like people are looking for in Colorado without actually being within the mountains or going up to the foothills in a town like Conifer and Evergreen. Right now, as I look around, I'm surrounded by foothills. You can't even see like Denver from here. It's very, feels very secluded, even though you're just like a 5-10 minute drive from all your stuff that you would probably need on a daily basis: grocery store, shopping, restaurants, and other parks. You also have all of these trails that kind of run through the King Carl Valley Ranch area. There's parks, there's schools, there's an equestrian center, there's a big manor house that is pretty exclusive, rented out for private events. King Carl Valley is just a very cool and exclusive area. Like I said, higher price point, so that may be a drawback for some people, but you do have, one, the mountains surrounding you. You have a lot of cool rock formations, so a lot of people, when they see pictures of Denver and different areas around Colorado, they see the red rocks, or maybe Garden of the Gods, where you have the just bright red rock formations that are around. But here in the King Carl Valley Ranch area, you can also get some of those. As I spin around here, you guys should be able to see a few of the rock formations here within this little subdivision. So miles of natural trails. Get out, enjoy life. Mountain biking, this is kind of a mountain biker's paradise, to be honest with you, because it's really close to hogback trails, so you can go out, enjoy those, but you also have stuff that's right outside your front door. Just hop on the bike and go. You don't have to load up your truck or Jeep with your mountain biking equipment. You can just get out and go. Okay, so to recap, guys, so in the Littleton area, we just highlighted a few neighborhoods around here. Columbine, Knowles, that first neighborhood that we looked at, maybe one of your starter neighborhoods, very nice, but a little bit older, a little bit better price point as well. You're probably looking in that $600,000 to $700,000 range for most of the homes there. You're gonna find a lot of bi-levels, tri-levels. Some pluses to that is it is very central in Littleton, so you are close to public transportation, you're close to your grocery stores, parks, and recreational activities. And another plus for a lot of people is that most of those neighborhoods in Columbine, Knowles, and the surrounding area do not have an HOA, or it's a very limited, like, voluntary HOA. So if you're looking for something with a little more freedom, a little less restrictiveness, and a little more uniqueness to the neighborhood, Columbine, Knowles might be for you. That second neighborhood we checked out, Governor's Ranch, that's a little bit more cookie cutter, a little more standardized. It does have an HOA, but that does come with some extra benefits. You do have access to a clubhouse and pool, rent out for special events, enjoy the pool in the summer. A higher price point in Governor's Ranch, you're going to be looking in that $800,000 range for most of the homes there. Those are also a little bit more updated than the homes you'll find in the older neighborhood of Columbine, Knowles. Columbine, Knowles does have a few homes that have been completely gutted and renovated up to modern standards, which makes a pretty cool area, but that's only about 30 to 40% of the total homes. Now, in Governor's Ranch, you're going to find more updated homes, a lot of it built in the 90s and early 2000s, but a lot of the homes have been renovated and kept up with the times. That neighborhood is also very centrally located, so easy access to freeways to get in and around Denver, as well as public transportation. Now, the final neighborhood where we're at now, the King Carl Valley area. This is a little bit more secluded. We are kind of set back into the foothills just a little bit. You're only about a 5-minute drive from shopping and your other amenities and different things that you would want, but you do have more access to outdoor activities. There is more space out here just to breathe, live that active Colorado lifestyle, a lot of natural trails, a lot of areas to mountain bike, hike, and they do have an equestrian center here. So if you're looking to board a horse or something like that and you want it close by in a place that you can ride it, a lot of opportunity here in the King Carl Valley area. This does come with a significantly higher price point. You're looking to get into this neighborhood 1.2 to 1.5 median home price. On the low end, if you are finding a total fixer upper, you might be able to get into this neighborhood for around $850,000, $900,000, but they do have homes ranging up into the $2 million range. So very exclusive, high end, very desirable because, one, its location desirable, secluded from the city. Two, it's just surrounded by beauty. I'm here kind of in the middle of winter and it's still gorgeous, still beautiful, even though the trees have lost all of their leaves, but there's a lot of outdoor activity to do here. So which one of these neighborhoods is right for you? Let's jump on a call together and find out which one might be the right fit for you and your family. Or maybe it's not even Littleton. Maybe you're looking in a different area of the Denver metro or Colorado altogether. Please hit me up at the information on the screen. I would love to chat with you and get you set up for success on buying a home here in Colorado.